Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Amit, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the impact that this hair transplant that I've gotten from Turkey has had on my life. So for many of you that do follow the channel, you probably already know that I got not one but two hair transplants done in Istanbul, Turkey. And honestly, I'd never thought in my life that I'd actually go for a hair transplant. But the fact that I was able to go and get it done and document my entire journey and even post it up on YouTube, I never expected to do any of that, and it really changed a lot in my life from the beginning. Now, to give you a little backstory, I was losing hair at a very young age of 23, and I didn't realize that I was losing hair until somebody pointed it out to me at a cousin's wedding. At the time, I didn't think too much about it because I didn't believe that I was losing that much hair. But as time progressed over a period of years, I realized that my hair was thinning at a rapid rate. Now, although a lot of people say that you could have taken certain things to prevent this, you could have taken Nanoxodil, you could have taken finasteride, but the fact is that I didn't have that much knowledge about any of those things at that age. I also was living in Singapore where these types of conversations are not as common, and having no support from anyone that understood the severity of losing hair definitely took a toll on me because I didn't really know what to do from that point. The first way that getting a hair transplant has impacted my life is the fact that I'm able to post on YouTube. Now, a lot of people think that I've been doing this for a long time, but I really have not. I've only started to make videos because of my hair. I never had the confidence to be sitting in front of a camera because I knew that my hair was not looking good before getting a hair transplant. I used to have very, very thin hair. I used to use a comb over. I used to fibers on. You could kind of tell at some point that they were fibers on, and it just wasn't a good look. I used to make a bunch of videos on TikTok even before I had this channel, and you can really tell the difference of how my hair looks back then versus how it looks now. Also, the reason me being able to be on YouTube in the first place, even with those first initial videos whereby I had already shaved my head, was that I felt like I had nothing to lose at that point because I literally lost all my hair already. So to me, it felt like it was okay to post, and it was okay to kind of seek some sort of validation that it is all right to be able to look like this. And obviously I got such a good response from people online that it motivated me to post even more and hopefully educate people out there, as well as bring some motivation to people who are also in a conundrum of whether they want to get a hair transplant or not. So having this channel has kind of changed my life a little bit, in a sense that I am more carefree about how I look. I'm more confident about how I look, and I'm more confident about how I present myself to people out there as well. Another big impact my hair transplant has had was the fact that I was able to go and meet people without the care of wearing hats or without the care of putting on fibers. I remember at a point in time in my life, I would never leave the house without wearing a hat because I was always afraid that people would see a bald spot in the back of my head and for some reason point it out. But in all honesty, that's not the case. Nobody in their right mind would do that. One thing I've learned about getting a hair transplant is that literally nobody around you cares about how your hair looks. And even if they do, they are not people that you want to be in the right company of. At the end of the day, it's about how you feel about yourself. If you are okay with how you look at the moment, then whatever anybody else says out there, it should not matter. But if you feel like you want your hair back and you want to get a hair transplant, then get it done. When you do get it done, nobody has any right to say anything about you because you've done something for yourself. And if you feel like someone else around there is going to stop you and be like, hey, look at that bald spot, that person does not deserve to be in your life. I used to have a group of friends that would always do that when I was younger, and it really got to me because it was not fun to just keep hearing constant bald jokes about myself. And I wasn't fully bald at that point, but there was a lot of thinning on my hair.
Look at Amit's bald spot on his head. It's one fucking big ass bald spot. Check it out, the bald spot. Let me see. Let me go close. Stop right there. There you go. There's a bald spot for you.
People who are saying that to you will not understand that fully because they're not going through it. And it's easy for people to make fun of you or point out an insecurity that you have. And in all honesty, just cut them out because it's not worth keeping around, and you'll be much happier without people like that in your lives. But again, going back to how that has impacted me is that I realized this, and getting a hair transplant has made me understand that even more, because now when I see those people again, they actually congratulate me and say, your hair looks amazing. But again, I didn't do that for them. I did it for myself, and I wanted to look this way, and that's why I went and did it. Another reason how a hair transplant has impacted my life is that I ended up getting engaged. Some of you already know on this channel that I proposed to my fiance a couple of months ago, and I'm planning a wedding at the present moment. I'm not going to say that having hair was the sole reason why I got engaged, but getting my hair at that level gave me the confidence to be able to go and propose. Losing hair and having hair loss has always been an insecurity of mine for years, and when I found the right person, she didn't have any problems with it either. In fact, she was the one who helped motivate me to say, if you're gonna go and get this done, go all out and get it done. Don't do it halfway. Don't just do one procedure and finish it off. Go and get the second procedure and get it fully done. Get your hair back, get your confidence back, and I'll be by your side throughout the entire process. For me personally, hearing that on its own helped me push myself to go through 2 surgeries, 2 hair transplants, and 2 years of getting my hair back. It came to a point whereby, because I knew that I was confident in myself, I knew I had hair on my head, that also drove me to be able to be okay with proposing to my fiance. It all worked out in the end. I'm very, very thankful that it did happen, because I think without that, I would not have been that confident to be able to go down on one knee and ask for her hand in marriage. Another thing that has impacted my life because of a hair transplant is just the amount of people that I've been meeting and speaking to on hand. Although I feel like I've changed my life, I've also changed other people's lives as well. Not only do I interact with people on this channel or on TikTok or any other type of social media platform, it's even my own friends now who watch my videos and reach out to me personally and be like, hey, you've gotten a hair transplant. Can you tell me more about it? Like, I would love to know about it because I'm at that stage where I might consider getting one. I never thought I'd be that guy to be able to help as many people as possible, whether it be people online or whether it be my own friends. It's just so gratifying to be able to help others and give them the motivation or inspiration that they need as well in getting a hair transplant. I love to provide the guidance and try to get them on the right path, because I know what mistakes I made in the past and I know what actually works now in the future for other people who are trying to get a hair transplant. For those who are actually interested in having that conversation with me, I have a one-on-one hair transplant consultation service that allows you to book some time with me, and we can have a full conversation about your hair transplant or about you considering getting one. And I'm there to help. I've always have been. If you're in need of any guidance, hit me up and we'll try to work something out to help you out. All right, I think that's all I really wanted to say today. My hair transplant has made a huge difference in my life, and I hope that your hair transplant in the future will also make a difference in yours. If you're interested in the clinic that I went to, I have the link of that clinic in the description below. I also have links to a bunch of products that I would consider you guys getting if you are in need of a hair transplant or if you're needed for some aftercare afterwards. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to turn on those bell notifications to follow me whenever I post a new video. Until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.